University Challenge. Asking the questions, Amol Rajan.
Hello and welcome to the penultimate match in round one of this year's University Challenge. The two institutions represented tonight both specialise in the sciences, but will be testing their students on a much wider range of subjects. And whoever comes out on top will be rewarded with a place in the second round. The losing team, meanwhile, can guarantee themselves a repechage spot tonight if they can score 155 or more. The university, now known as Imperial College London, was formed in 1907 by merging three older colleges to create what the government hoped would be a London Charlottenburg, a great technical university like Berlin's. Its main site is in South Kensington, in the cultural complex that developed in the wake of the Great Exhibition. But it also maintains an ecological research centre in Berkshire and a, quote, entrepreneurial ecosystem in White City. Former students include Rajiv Gandhi, H.G. Wells and science historian Naomi Oreskes. And it's won this competition a record 5 times. Let's meet the team representing Imperial tonight.
Hi, I'm Raheem Dina. I'm originally from the Seychelles and now I live in Peterborough, and I'm doing a PhD in ecology and evolution.
Hi, I'm Eugenia Tong. I'm from Hong Kong and I study chemistry.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Oscar O'Flanagan. I'm from London and I'm doing a PhD in atmospheric physics.
Hi, I'm Justin Kung. I'm from Hong Kong and I study computing.
Churchill College, Cambridge, originated from an idea Winston Churchill had while on holiday in Sicily for an institution to train the UK's next generation of scientists. Since its establishment in 1958, its statutes have required 70% of its undergraduate students to be studying science or technology. And notable alumni include Sal Brinton, computer scientist Björn Strovstrup, and comedy writer Simon Blackwell. Churchill College hasn't been seen in this competition since 2006, but it does have one series title to its name, which it won in 1971. Let's meet the team looking for a second.
Hi, my name's Ella McGovern. I'm from London and I'm studying medicine.
Hi, my name's Matt Hasler. I am from Cambridge and I'm studying for a PhD in law.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Sam Webber. I'm from Birmingham and I'm studying chemistry.
Hey, I'm Shiv Seshan. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I study mathematics.
Well, a very warm welcome to you all. I know you know how the rules work, so should we get to it? Fingers on buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Good luck. Whom did Karl Marx describe as the most splendid fellow in the whole of ancient history? Great general, noble character, real representative of the ancient proletariat. He gives his name to a German revolutionary socialist league led by
Imperial O'Flanagan.
Spartacus?
It is indeed, yes. Your bonuses, Imperial, are on games that won the Artistic Achievement Award at the BAFTA Game Awards. Which game sequel that follows the title character's attempts to escape an alternate dimension through writing a horror story with the help of FBI agent Saga Anderson won the Artistic Achievement Award at the 2024 ceremony?
Should we just pass?
Pass.
Alan Wake 2. Winning the 2018 award, which game created by Lucas Pope sees the player use a supernatural pocket watch to determine the fates of passengers and crew aboard the titular ship?
Oberdin, something of the Oberdin.
Something of the what?
Oberdin, something Oberdin. I don't know the full name.
Ship of the Oberdin.
No, the title of the game is Return of the Obra Dinn. Bad luck. Winning the 2012 award, which game sees the player take control of a robed character as they travel across a desert, meeting anonymous other players along the way and communicating only through chirping or singing?
Don't know. No.
Just pass.
Yeah, pass.
It's Journey. Let's start the question. In 2011, the government of which country announced its intention to build a new capital city that remains unfinished as of...
Imperial O'Flanagan.
Egypt?
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Remains unfinished as of early 2025 and has been named at various times Oyala, Jiblojo and Ciudad de la Paz. The planned city is located centrally in Rio Muni, the continental region of this country, whereas its current capital lies nearly 120 miles northwest of the northernmost tip of the country's mainland on the island of Bioko in the Bight of Biafra. The name of...
Churchill Station.
Equatorial Guinea.
It is indeed. Well done. 3 questions for you, Churchill, on a poet. An 1889 painting by Louis-Édouard Fournier imagines the funeral of which poet who died in 1822? The painting shows a funeral pyre on a cold beach in Italy with those in attendance, including the poet's wife and his close friend Edward John Trelawney.
Could this be Byron? I think it's Byron.
Byron.
No, that was Shelley. What title is usually given today to the long poem by Shelley, originally published as Leon and Kithna, these being its main characters, two siblings living in Argolis who instigate an uprising against the despotic rule of the Ottoman dynasty?
Okay, something he had. Just we don't see.
Ozymandias?
Could be. It's not that. Just say something.
Ozymandias.
No, it's the Revolt of Islam. In her book Romantic Outlaws, which of Shelley's poems does Charlotte Gordon claim comprised the last words that a slighted Shelley would write on English soil? His meaning was clear. All tyrants die, all empires crumble.
Yeah.
Ozymandias.
Yes, correct. Well done. Let's start the question. To which artist, born in 1746, is the critic Robert Hughes referring here? Quote, he was the first modern artist and the last old master. Much of Manet depends on him, just as much of the film imagery of Luis Buñuel does. And you can't easily imagine Picasso or Beckmann without him. The glaring electrical light in Guernica is nothing other than the cubical lantern casting its pitiless radiance on the massacre victims of his 3rd of May.
Imperial Kang.
Goya.
Well done. It is indeed. Your bonus is Imperial. 3 questions on transition metal complexes. From the Latin for to bind, what name is given to the molecules that form coordinate bonds with transition metal ions in solution, usually by donation of a lone pair of electrons to form complex ions?
Ligands. Ligands.
Correct. Which Swiss chemist won a Nobel Prize for work on inorganic chemistry in 1913, in particular for his research on coordination compounds, especially those derived from cobalt?
Cobalt. Okay, Swedish.
I knew this at one point.
Arrhenius. I don't know.
No, it's not Arrhenius.
Swiss, didn't they?
Yeah, it's Swiss.
Swiss.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
know.
Michaelis.
There's Alfred Werner. The bright colours of transition metal complexes often arise from electronic transitions between which type of atomic orbital, which also names the block of the periodic table in which transition metals are found?
D.
Yes, well done. Let's start the question. Picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a national flag. For 10 points, I need the name of the country it represents.
Churchill Station.
No, I'm afraid if you buzz, you've got to answer straight away. Sorry. Anyone can buzz, you may not confirm.
Imperial Tong.
Fiji?
It is Fiji. Your bonus is then Imperial. For your picture starter, you saw the flag of Fiji, which features a bunch of bananas. For your picture bonuses, 3 more flags featuring fruit. First, this is the flag of which English county?
Ooh.
I don't know what county is.
Well, it's going to be southern, right?
Devon,
Yes.
I don't know.
No, probably not Devon.
Somerset?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Sure.
Yeah, for that. Somerset?
Worcestershire, featuring 3 pairs. Secondly, this is the flag of which British overseas territory?
The Cayman Islands?
Cayman Islands.
I think so.
All right, Cayman Islands.
Yes, with a pineapple topping the arms. And lastly, this is the national flag of which country?
Looks like Grenada. Looks like Grenada.
So St. Vincent and the
No, it
Grenadines.
looks like Grenada to me.
Grenada.
Yes, Grenada, with a nutmeg fruit. Yes, well done. Another starter question. In mathematics, what Greek letter precedes the word calculus in the name of a...
Imperial Kang.
Lambda.
Well done. It is indeed lambda. Your bonuses, Imperial, are on figures from Greek myth. In each case, give the name from the description. All answers begin with the same 3 letters. First, associated with a fire origin myth, a son of Iapetus, noted by Hesiod for his defiance of the gods and subsequent punishment by Zeus. Chemical element number 61 is named after him.
Prometheus.
Yes. Secondly, an adversary of Theseus, said to have contorted his victims to fit exactly into the size of a bed, he gives his name to a statistical transformation used in factor analysis.
So
No, what the hell is it?
Procurus. What?
I can't remember.
Procyon. No.
Procure. I don't know.
What do you say?
I can't remember. Procurus.
Procus.
No, it's Procrustes. Finally, a shape-changing sea god encountered by Menelaus in Homer's Odyssey. Its name is shared by a moon of Neptune and a genus of gram-negative bacteria.
Neptune. Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, Procyon.
No, it's Proteus. Another starter question. I need only a given name here. In a novel of 1949, which character is first introduced wearing a scarlet sash indicating their membership of the Junior Anti-Sex League? An engineer for the novel writer...
Imperial O'Flanagan.
Julia.
Yes, in 1984, of course. Your bonuses, Imperial, are 3 questions on a sound poem. Zang Tum Tum, with an onomatopoeic title mimicking artillery fire, was written by Filippo Marinetti, who published a manifesto for which Italian art movement? It sought to embrace the dynamism and technology of modern life.
Futurism.
Yes. Which other Italian futurist quoted Zang Tum Tum in a manifesto entitled The Art of Noises? He also constructed a series of experimental noise machines called Intona Rumori.
Ooh, could it be some weird composer?
Futurist composer. I can't pull any Italian futurist composers.
Pass.
It's Luigi Russolo. The style of Zang Tum Tum influenced the typography of Blast, the magazine of which British avant-garde art movement led by Wyndham Lewis?
Wyndham Lewis. Blast.
It's just YB. It's not YBA, right?
I think this is before that, but
I don't know.
young British artists.
No, it is before that. It's Vorticism. Let's start the question. An administrative region of which country, as well as the region's capital city, are named after US President Rutherford B. Hayes? The region...
Imperial Tong.
Peru.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. The region is named after Hayes in honour of his ruling in favour of the country in a border dispute with Argentina in 1878, following its defeat to the Triple Alliance of Argentina, Brazil and Uruguay.
Churchill Station.
Paraguay.
It is Paraguay, well done. Your bonuses, Churchill, are on items in the collection of the Royal Armouries. The Royal Armouries Museum in Leeds is home to a rare set of mail and plate armour created in India during the late 16th, early 17th century, as well as 2 matching swords, which were designed to be worn by what animal?
Swords, probably elephants were used in battle. Yeah. There are a lot of decorations.
Elephant.
Yes. The Leeds Museum is also home to a helmet with curling ram's horns and spectacles originally given to Henry VIII by which European Holy Roman Emperor, with whom he had forged an alliance against France during the War of the League of Cambrai.
So this is Charles V.
I was thinking that too. Go with that.
Charles V.
No, it's Maximilian I. Currently held in the Tower of London is a suit of armour that was given to James VI and I by the ruler of which country? It was transported to England by the East India Trading Company captain John Saris, who played a key role in establishing trade with this country.
Siam, like Thailand. That would make a lot of sense.
Thailand.
No, it's Japan.
Oh.
Now let's start the question. Quote, when one great power threatens to displace another, war is almost always the result. These words summarise a so-called trap.
Churchill Station.
Thucydides.
It is indeed. Well done. Well done for the history of the Peloponnesian War. Your bonuses, Churchill, are on some of the notable academics buried in the Stadtfriedhof, or city cemetery, in Göttingen. Name each from the description. First, a physicist born in Breslau in 1882, who was awarded the 1954 Nobel Prize for, quote, his fundamental research in quantum mechanics, especially for his statistical interpretation of the wave function.
Schrödinger. No.
Schrödinger, yeah, he governs evolution, right? Yeah.
Schrödinger.
No, it's Max Born. Secondly, a chemist born in Frankfurt in 1879, known as the father of nuclear chemistry. He worked closely with Lisa Meitner and co-discovered nuclear fission with her and Fritz Strassmann, though the Nobel Prize for it was awarded to him alone.
I think it's Otto Hahn.
Hahn.
Yes. Finally, a mathematician born in Königsberg in 1862 who taught at the University of Göttingen for nearly 40 years. His major works include The Foundations of Geometry.
I'm thinking Euler. Euler was around that, so go.
Euler.
No, it's David Hilbert. Music round now. And for your music starter, you're going to hear a piece of classical music. For 10 points, I need you to name its composer.
Churchill Weber.
Elgar.
No, you can hear a bit more Imperial. You may not confer.
Imperial O'Flanagan.
Felix Mendelssohn.
No, it's Holst. We'll take your music bonuses in a moment. Let's start the question. What surname links the following? The husband and wife pair of architects and proponents of New Brutalism who designed the Robin Hood Gardens housing estate, the American environmental artist and designer of works such as Partially Buried Woodshed and Spiral Jetty.
Imperial Dina.
Smithson.
It is Smithson. Well done. For your music starter, Imperial, you heard an excerpt from the first movement of Holst's St. Paul's Suite, which is in the style of a jig. For 10 points, 3 more excerpts from works of classical music with movements that imitate the jig. First, the composer of this trio sonata.
Don't recognize anything, but probably come away.
Corelli?
No, it's Handel. Secondly, this German composer.
Wait, let's try pin down more.
Bach?
Sounds a bit more modern than that, doesn't
Yeah, it sounds. Oh. Max Reger? Or I don't know. He's someone who imitates Bach.
it? Max Reger?
There's Telemann from Water Music. Lastly, this English composer.
Is this one from either Thomas Tyler or William Byrd? I think. I don't know the music. I think William Byrd.
William Byrd.
William Byrd.
William Byrd?
That's Henry Purcell, who's jig in G minor. Let's start the question. Listen carefully. In botany, what Greek-derived word denotes plants that are non-native to a geographical area but which were introduced by humans prior to a defined ancient date, which in Britain is usually set around the year 1500? They are contrasted with the more recently introduced neophytes.
Churchill Station.
Paleophytes?
No, anyone? You may not confirm. Anyone want to buzz? You can.
Imperial O'Flanagan.
Protophytes?
No, bad luck. It's archaeophytes. Bad luck. Let's start the question. Quote, what is this sudden happiness that makes me tremble, that gives me strength and life? These are the words of Guido, a director struggling with writer's block played by Marcello Mastroianni, in which film the second collaboration between Mastroianni and its director after La Dolce Vita?
Imperial Dina.
8.5.
It is 8.5, yes. Your bonuses, Imperial, are 3 questions on their Belize-born composer and musician, Erilyn Wallen. In 2022, Wallen became the first black woman to be appointed to what honorary role, which has previously been held by Arnold Bax, Peter Maxwell Davies, and Judith Weir?
Master of the Queen's Music? Something like that?
Sure.
Master of the King's Music?
Correct, well done. For the 2012 Paralympics, Wallen wrote a choral work that, quote, aimed to conflate the age of enlightenment, Stephen Hawking, Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, and human rights into a 4-minute work. It has what single-word Latin title common to major scientific works of the 1680s and the 1910s?
Principia? Or,
Yeah.
or is it Mathematica?
But they already said
Principia.
mathematical.
Okay, yeah, so Principia?
Yes. Containing references to Amazing Grace and the spirituals Deep River and Go Down Moses, Wallen's 2007 work, Mighty River, marked the bicentenary of which significant Act of Parliament?
1907. Oh, Act of Union? Could it be?
Yeah. 1707, right?
Act of Union?
There's a bicentenary. No, it's the abolition of the slave trade.
Oh.
Let's start the question. I need you to spell your answer here. What 3 letters spell words that can denote all of the following? A minority ethnic group of Southeast Asia, primarily in Myanmar, whose language is closely related to Khmer, a Japanese family crest or emblem equivalent to a coat of arms, and
Imperial Tongue.
DAI.
no, I'm afraid you lose 5 points, and in the French language, the masculine first-person possessive.
Churchill Station.
LUI.
No, it's M-O-N, mon. Let's start the question. Originating in an attempt to translate the Aranta word Alcheringa into English, what term refers to the Aboriginal Australian concept of the period of cosmic creation?
Churchill Station.
Dreamtime.
Yes, it is Dreamtime on the Dreaming. Well done. Your bonuses then, Churchill. 3 questions on the 7 wonders of the peak, as identified by Thomas Hobbes in his poem De Mirabilibus Pecci. St Anne's Well, which according to Hobbes cures the palsied members of the old and cherishes the nerves grown stiff and cold, can be found near Pool's Cavern, another of Hobbes's wonders, in which Derbyshire town?
No idea.
Bakewell or what's the one beginning with M?
Go with the larger one.
Bakewell?
No, it's Buxton. The only hill assigned wonder status by Hobbes is Witch Peak near Castleton, around 6 kilometres southeast of Kinder Scout, known for its persistent landslides.
In the Peak District, is this?
Yeah.
And in Mantor is in the Peak District.
Mamtor?
Correct, yes. Hobbes addressed the poem to his patron William Cavendish, whose family seat was which stately home, also one of Hobbes's wonders, near the town of Bakewell. It is today still owned by the Dukes of Devonshire.
Chatsworth.
It is Chatsworth House, yes. Let's start the question. What English phrase is generally given as the translation of the Latin rex quondam rexque futurus, which, according to Thomas Mallory...
Churchill Hasler.
The once and future king.
Well done. Your bonus is Churchill. 3 questions on a literary work and its influence. Which of Edgar Allan Poe's short stories centres on a lavish ball held by Prince Prospero in a secluded abbey? As the clock strikes 12, the revellers become aware of a strange guest shrouded in the habiliments of the grave and spotted with blood.
Something like
Is it
the
a poem?
Red Death.
Mask of the Red Death?
Mask of the... Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Nominate Hasler.
Mask of the Red Death.
Yes. In which novel by Dan Simmons do the crews of 2 ice-locked ships stage an ill-fated carnival inspired by Poe's story, which one crew member has read but recalls incompletely? The novel is a fictionalised account of the Franklin expedition.
I think it's The Terror. Go with that.
Nominate Hasler.
The Terror.
Yes. First published serially in 1910, which Gothic romance novel by Gaston Leroux includes a scene in which the title figure attends a masked ball dressed as the Red Death?
It's not the Castle of Otranto. It's not Frankenstein. I don't know. Just go Castle of Otranto.
Nominate Sation.
Castle of Otranto.
No, that's about a century and a half earlier. It's the Phantom of the Opera. Another start, and it's a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a still from a film. For 10 points, I need you to name the film.
Churchill Hasler.
A Matter of Life and Death.
It is indeed. For your picture starter, you saw Powell and Pressburger's A Matter of Life and Death, whose premiere in 1946 was the first royal film performance, a regular charity screening attended by members of the royal family. For your picture bonuses, 3 more films screened at royal film performances. I simply need you to name the film. First, this 1984 film.
Ben-Hur, maybe?
Or
Lawrence of Arabia.
No, this is like Partition, I think.
Where is it?
Yeah, so Gandhi, maybe?
Is that, is that in 1984?
I don't know. Was Lawrence of Arabia 1984?
I don't know when it was.
Earlier, I don't
Earlier
know.
than that.
Go with Gandhi.
Come on.
Gandhi.
No, it's A Passage to India. Second, this 1955 film.
Is that Marilyn Monroe?
No.
Okay. That looks like Italy.
Yeah.
Roman Holiday, maybe?
Come on.
Roman Holiday.
No, it's To Catch a Thief. Lastly, this 1969 film.
The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie, I think.
Okay. Nominate Hasler.
The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie.
Yes, now start the question. For what does the letter L for Lima stand in the audio file formats ALAC and FLAC?
Imperial Kang.
Lossless.
Correct. Your bonuses are on index or guide fossils. That is, globally widespread fossils useful for determining a time span or environment. Present in the fossil record during the Paleozoic era and comprising more than 4,000 species, what class of marine arthropods take their name from their distinctive form somewhat resembling a woodlouse?
Trilobite? No.
Trilobite.
Yeah.
Trilobite.
No, they don't. Something else. Oh, no, it probably is that. Yeah, trilobites.
Yes. An index fossil for the Jurassic period. What marine mollusks have a coiled shape similar to a nautilus? Their name comes from their resemblance to the horns of an ancient deity.
Ammonites, right?
Yeah.
Ammonites.
Yes. Ammonites and belemnites are among index fossils that belong to what class of mollusks? Present-day members of this class include octopuses and squids.
Cephalopods.
Yes. 4.5 minutes to go. Rulers of what dynasty or royal house reputedly made the following statements? First, I want there to be no peasant in my kingdom so poor that he is unable to have a chicken in his pot every Sunday. Second, after me, the flood. And finally, I am the state.
Churchill Station.
Urban.
Yes, your bonuses there, the 3 questions on the year 1325. In 1325, which Moroccan-born traveller and scholar set out on his first pilgrimage to Mecca?
Nominate Station.
Ibn Battuta.
Yes, 1325 saw the death of the Sufi poet and musician Amir Khosrow. He was a leading literary figure of what Muslim sultanate named after a major
Nominate
city?
Station.
Delhi Sultanate.
Yes, 1325 is traditionally given as the founding date of what city of the pre-Columbian Americas? It was destroyed by Hernan Cortez in 1521.
Yeah.
Tenochtitlan.
No, I'm afraid that's not close enough. Tenochtitlan is the name of the city. That's what we needed to hear. Sorry. Another start of the question. The 18th century epic poem, The Story of Tambuka, was written originally in what language? A member of the Bantu family, its vocabulary contains a large number of Arabic loanwords, and it is...
Churchill Weber.
Swahili.
It is Swahili. Your bonuses are on phonetic transcriptions. Dating from the early 20th century, Bopo Mofo is a phonetic script used to aid literacy, learning, and electronic input in what language?
It sounds African.
But with it.
Come on.
Swahili.
Mandarin.
Yes. After the surnames of 2 British scholars, what hyphenated name is given to the romanization system for Chinese that was widely used for much of the 20th century?
Nominate Station.
Wade Gills.
It's Wade Giles, but I will accept that. You've got all the letters in the right order this time. Devised in the 1920s, the GR system of romanization used variant spellings to represent what linguistic feature of Chinese? In Wei Giles, this feature is represented by numbers and in pinyin by superscript marks.
Tones, perhaps?
Yeah.
Nomination?
Tones?
Yes, now start the question. The border between which two modern-day countries passes through the Thar Desert, where it is flanked with...
Churchill Station.
India and Pakistan.
It is. Your bonuses are 3 questions on the endocrine system. The chemical messages used by the endocrine system were given what name from the Greek for to arouse by physiologist Ernest Starling, who discovered the example of secretin with William Bayliss?
So chemicals. Hormones, yeah.
Hormone?
Yes. Which cells in the testes, named for a German anatomist born in 1821, secrete testosterone when activated by luteinizing hormone?
It's vas deferens. No, it's not that. We could think.
I don't know.
Come on.
Vas deferens.
Nomination?
Vas deferens.
No, it's Leydig cells. Which paired endocrine glands located above the kidneys produce, among other substances, a namesake catecholamine that provokes the fight or flight response?
Nominate McGovern.
Adrenal.
Yes, it is. And I'll start the question. I need the name of a building here. Verdi's Nabucco and Puccini's Turandot both premiered at what leading opera house? Built by the Empress Maria Theresa when its city was under Austrian rule. It is situated close to the Brera Art Gallery and has a name meaning theatre at the stairway.
Imperial O'Flanagan.
La Scala?
Yes, your bonuses are on terms in Korean cuisine. What term in Korean cuisine refers to the various small dishes served in the middle of a table?
Nominate Kong. Banchan.
Yes, what dish consists of sliced marinated beef that is cooked on a stovetop or barbecue?
Nominate Kong. Bulgogi.
Yes, what spicy paste is made from chili powder?
Nominate Dina. Gochujang.
Yes, and I'll start the question. What 13-letter term denotes an epoch occurring in our universe roughly 380,000 years after the Big Bang?
Imperial O'Flanagan.
Recombination.
Yes, your bonuses are on tidal islands. Which tidal island in the North Sea gives its name to an illuminated manuscript in the British Library completed sometime around 700?
Book of Kells.
No, it's Lindisfarne. Hilbury Island is located in the estuary of which river? It is accessible on foot at low tide from the town of West Kirby.
West Kirby.
I don't know.
Scotland. D.
Yes, it's castle home to the St Alban family since the 17th century. St Michael's Mount is a tidal island close to the town of Marazion in which county?
Raytheon.
I don't know.
Lincolnshire.
It's Cornwall. Now start the question. The English words tide and ghost are cognate with the component parts of what German compound word used in English since the 19th century to mean the defining characteristic?
Churchill Asler.
Zeitgeist?
It is the zeitgeist, yes. Your bonuses are on fictional locations, all of which begin with the same 2 letters. In each case, I need you to name the location from a description. First, the county in the Cotswolds created by Gilly Cooper and which is the setting of a number of her novels, including Riders and Rivals. And at the bar, the Imperial have 160 and Churchill have 175. Well, Imperial, you made that as stressful as possible for yourselves, which is something we've come to expect from Imperial teams. But with 160 points, you are through despite losing, which is a testament to your calibre in a fantastically entertaining match. Well done. I thought that was hugely fun. Churchill, maybe if you could just make it a little bit less stressful for yourselves next time by getting a bit more right in the first 5 or 6 minutes, that would be great. But you've won and you're through and you beat a very, very strong team, which is a testament to your calibre as well. So well done. Very well played, the both of you. We shall see you both again and we look forward to it. I hope you could join us next time for the last of the first round matches. But until then, it's goodbye for now from Imperial.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
And it's goodbye for now from Churchill Cambridge.
Goodbye.
And it's also goodbye for now from me. Goodbye.